Good morning, Hampton Roads. How's everybody doing today? And welcome to Virginia's only local real estate investing podcast, where we get to talk about local investors, local deals, and all things local. I'm your host, the founder of the Master Investor Academy, and author of my best-selling book, Work Just Gets in the Way of Making Money, Scott Jelinek. How's everybody doing today? If you have any questions, comments, concerns, things you want to discuss, questions you'd like answered, or properties you'd like to sell, you can go ahead and text me directly at 757-699-4227. That's 757-699-4227. So a couple different things I wanted to talk to you about today. One is I got another question about valuing houses on lots that the lots are varying sizes. Some of them could be 10,000 square feet, and then some can be 30,000 square feet. Same neighborhood, same house. I don't know if I've answered this before, but I wanted to make sure I answer it again because I know this guy's going through a scenario right now with these properties. Me personally, anyway, I value them the same. I value them based on the house. Now, a buyer may give it a little bit more value when they're buying it and an agent puts it on the market. They may give it a little bit more value having a larger yard or a larger property. But unless I'm doing it as a tear down where I'm valuing how many houses I can put on it, that's a whole different story. Then we're valuing how many lots we're going to get out of it. But if you're just talking about a house on a lot that's 10,000 square feet, or that same house on a lot that's 20,000 square feet, and we're not doing any new build, we're not selling to an investor, we're not subdividing, we're just selling the house, I value them exactly the same. I hope that helps. And I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm just letting you know. Now, when it goes on the market, one might go up for 350 and the bigger lot might go at 355 or 359. That's going to be subjective. But in my personal opinion, 100%, I value it based on the house. And if one has a bigger lot than the other, it does not change my evaluation when I go out and make an offer on the property. I hope that helps you. A couple other things I wanted to discuss today. So I closed on a slow flip today, and I paid off a slow flip today. So the one I paid off, actually, it was a 5-year loan. I was only 2 years in, but I asked him. Some of our lenders don't ever want to be paid off early. Some of them don't mind. This particular guy, I asked him. We were having lunch, and I said, would you mind if I pay it off? Because the money was literally sitting in the account, so it seemed foolish to be paying interest on it. And so he agreed. Today being the last day of the month. I met him out there today and for lunch, and I gave him his final check. So I paid off one today, and then I closed on another one today, a new buy, and we paid cash for it. And it's right in my neighborhood where I have a bunch of houses. So I'm hoping that one gets filled real quick. The market's insane hot right now, and I got an unbelievable good deal on it. So I'm pretty excited about it. I love the idea of building a free and clear portfolio. Now, mind you, we can't start that way, and we can't buy, unlimited that way, because no matter how much money you have, you're going to run out if you're buying for cash. But you can build that way by paying them off just as fast as possible. So two other things I wanted to discuss with you. One is it's getting warm. It's springtime, right? It's officially spring, and it's getting warm. And so with that comes a scenario that you guys may not be thinking of when you have a lot of properties, when you have 2 properties. It doesn't matter, 5 properties, 10 properties. When you have properties and spring hits, guess what starts to happen? Well, when spring hits, the grass starts to grow. And so I wanted to talk to you about it because every year we get the same exact scenario, but there's something new that's we started last year and exist yet, and it's really kind of awesome. And so I wanted to tell you about it. So when you have vacant properties, it could be a rehab you're in progress with, it could be a new construction, it could be a rental that's sitting vacant waiting to be filled, whatever it may be. The grass is going to grow, and inevitably the city is going to send you a letter stating, that you have 10 days or whatever to cut it, or you're going to be violated, and they'll do it, and they'll charge you $400 and they'll do it for you. Whatever the scenario is, or you just want to cut your own grass. Well, anyway, there's an app. Yes, there's an app for that. There's an app for everything. And so I first heard about this. It was either a year or 2 years ago, and I absolutely love it. And so many people I talked to are like, wait, I never heard of that. And so I wanted to share it with you guys. So this app is called GreenPal, GreenPal, GreenPal. And I don't know if it's available everywhere. I don't know if it's only available in certain cities or certain states, but I know it is available right here in Hampton Roads. If you are listening to this or watching this and you are outside of Hampton Roads, you would have to obviously download it and check to see if it's available in your area. So let me tell you what it does, because it's really kind of awesome. It works just like Uber. I know everybody knows Uber and everybody compares their new technology to this is the Uber of whatever. Well, this is the Uber of getting your lawn cut. So what you do if you have a grass that needs to be cut or you got a violation letter, you got 10 days, rather than calling landscapers, and I'll tell you why this is so awesome. If you call a landscaper, I used to be a landscaper. I started off cutting grass. We do a route. That's what we do. We do a route. We do 10 lawns a day, 15 lawns a day, and we run a route. If you call me and say you need your grass cut and you have one lawn to cut, I'm not interested in it because it's not. If you want to sign up and I'm going to come every week or every 2 weeks, I'm happy to do it. But if you just want me to come out one time, I'm not real thrilled about that. And we can find guys to do it, but it's just a lot more labor intensive to find somebody to come out who wants to do it one time. Well, anyway, what this app does is you basically just type in your address. It asks you how high it is because they're going to price it accordingly. And then, it goes out on the app. And I guess there's, I don't know how many, I'm making it up, 100, 200, 500 landscapers, 50, I don't know. And then you start getting bids and they typically run $35 to $50. And there'll be 2, 3, 5 people that'll respond with a bid. And then there's also one of the things I love about it is there's also ratings. So there's people that bid, you get to click and see the people that used them prior, what they said about them. You don't have to do anything then. You click the person that you want to do it. That person now has the address. They will go out and cut it. They take a picture to show that it's been cut and upload it to the app. Then you get a notification that your lawn's been cut. Here's proof of it to approve payment. So they don't get paid until you've seen it and you approve it. Then they get paid through the app. And the reason I love it so much is, yes, sometimes we can find people to go ahead and do one-offs, one lawn, one time. But what happens is then they want to get paid. And I either got to go drive out to Newport News or go meet somebody somewhere so I can give them a stupid check for $50. And the hassle is just not worth it. When I do it through the app, I just click pay now and it's it. It's all done right through the app. And so if you have properties, if you have grass that needs to be cut, I highly recommend. It's called Green Pal. Can't guarantee it's in everybody's area, but I know if you are here in Hampton Roads, we definitely have it here and it is worthwhile. So that's enough about that. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is I posted a real short video. I know a few people commented already saying, oh, it was only 30 seconds. Was it supposed to be 30 seconds? It was actually from TikTok, but I wanted to post it on here because I wanted you guys to see it before I talked about it. But this is somebody who's in a group that I'm in. It's called Leadership Boardroom. It's a group that I'm in. He posted yesterday that this happened to one of his properties. And it was actually made it into the paper. So he posted a link. I was able to read the article. I'm actually going to try and post the link right here in the notes of this. So you guys can see it. Well, anyway, this was a tenant. He could not get out of the property for 13 months because of Corona, and where he lives, what it said in the article was it takes 60 days for evictions there. So he already started, I think, in January or February. And by the time it was ready to happen, Corona hit. And then the guy started playing this, no evictions, no evictions, no evictions. He made it 13 months. And then when he finally got him out, if you hadn't seen the video already, I'll tell you, he completely trashed the place. I mean, he painted all over the walls. He put it all over the floor, disgustingness like you've never seen. And what I was reading too is, or I either saw it on him posting on Facebook or in the article, where the guy mixed rice in with the paint, which I never even heard of. But apparently when it goes on the wall, now it creates a problem because you can't get it off. You have to more or less get rid of your drywall and redo everything. So it was very interesting. And I'm going to post the article. I want you guys to see it. But it really made me think about we're blessed. We do not get that many of those problems. So I've had a few problems over the years. Again, I started buying in 1994. So yes, I have had, some issues, never to that extreme. That was very interesting. Oh, another thing is allegedly they did bring up the guy who did it on criminal charges. And that's a process that's going on now. And as I find out what happens with that, I will let you know. But it was really interesting. And it was something that I was thinking about because we don't have that problem too often. And I don't know if is it just because the people leave? Is it just a bad seed? One guy, off his rocker who did it. But I was really thinking it's something that you need to see if you're in this business, because I posted a video on TikTok. That's what you saw, the little thing, and you should read the comments about what people's perception is. People, it's really, really interesting. And some people say they see stuff like that all the time. And I'm like, wow, I've been doing this for a long time. And I've never, well, I shouldn't say, I've never really seen it that bad. I've seen a couple of people do little spiteful things, but never to that extreme. And so I really want you guys to check it out. I'm going to try and post a link to the newspaper article below so that you guys can click and actually read it and see all the pictures and read what the whole article is about, because it was actually pretty interesting. And if you're in the real estate business, which you guys are, I definitely think it's worthwhile for you to read it and see what it's about. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. You have an absolutely fantastic day. Do something today that your future self's going to thank you for. If that something is paying off a house, paying off a credit card, paying off a car, buying a new house. You know, I'm not going to keep saying buying the other stuff, but if buy a house, pay off a house, do some marketing, talk with sellers, make offers, do something today your future self's going to thank you for. And trust me, you're going to be glad you did. Have an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Same flipping time, same flipping channel. You have an absolutely fantastic night.